What's up, everybody? This is Frankie Lopez with Frequency Studios. We're at Baby's All Right, Williamsburg, Brooklyn. I'm here with the singer, rapper, the incredibly talented ChYld.
What's up, fam?
Me too. ChYld, how you doing?
I'm feeling good, fam. How you feeling?
Can't complain. I'm doing all right after that amazing set that you just had.
Oh, I appreciate that.
That was incredible. Yeah, I feel like you had a tour earlier this year, right? That finished up. How's it feel to be back on the road?
It feels really great because after a while, like just working on an album, and just really stressing over that, I get to now bring that and give it to the people. So It feels really great to do.
Right, and that new album's incredible. We're gonna get into that one.
Thank you. I appreciate that to the fullest.
Yeah, let's talk about the beginning. 2019, you dropped that debut album, For the Soul.
Man,
you came out the gate with like some of the most like mature bars that I've heard.
Thank you.
From a debut album. Why do you think your music was just so mature and so proficient right out the gate like that?
Honestly, I practice a lot and I study a lot of artists to where like I had to study MF Doom, I had to study Andre 3000, I had to study those those rappers.
Right.
And I really felt like at the time I was 20 years old, I felt like I had to prove myself that hey, I know how to rap. So I felt like that was what I needed to prove myself at the moment.
And I know you're from Camden, New Jersey.
Yeah.
And New Jersey was most definitely in the house.
Oh,
tonight.
yes, we was. Yes, we was. Shout out to Wise Boy Jeremy.
Absolutely. They killed it. You have mentioned before that you went to Performing Arts High School.
Yes, I did.
I would love to hear a little bit about how that helped your journey. And if you would recommend it for like up and coming artists.
I'll be very honest with you. When I went to the Performing Arts School, my major was dance.
Okay. Oh.
Yeah. So like, I danced some in my set, but like it really just helped with me just being comfortable on stage.
Okay.
But other than that, like the writing and stuff, I don't know.
Really?
I don't really think. I would dibble and dabble in certain majors, but I was a dancer.
But you dabble in like producing as well, right?
Oh yeah, I do. I do.
Did you play any instruments out there?
Shoosh. I was in a marching band. I played alto saxophone.
I was in a marching band too. So you went to Performing Arts High School. So you kind of had an idea of kind of what you wanted to do.
Yeah.
When was like that light bulb moment when you were like, I can take this music shit seriously?
It was really when I was in school, because going from a creative performing arts school to just going to college, a regular ass college. This is like yes, there's like dancing on the side, but it's not as a major. All right, people are singing, but it's not a major. So I realized school wasn't really for me, and I was already writing poetry. So I'm like, I had some friends around that was like, yeah, just do your spoken word and your poetry over top of these beats. It sound ass, but they real persuasive. They were like, no, you could do it. I promise you. You're gonna learn. And then I ended up dropping out, and I was like, damn, what do I want to do now? And then it was like, all right, music, let's take it serious.
Did you ever try to do the spoken word thing for like an extended period of time?
Oh yeah, I did. It just didn't feel right. I was like, I feel like I should be doing more than just standing in place with a microphone. And coming from a dance background, I'm like, I feel like I should be doing a lot more than just standing here.
And I felt like I had like a spoken word vibe from you a little bit. Like, do you do that intentionally? Like,
yeah. So like when you get to like tracks 2011 and I'm telling like this whole story of my life, I'm like, all right, let me go back to my spoken word aspect, because that really captures people's attention rather than me just dancing around. I could tell you that I could sit still and still grab your attention.
Right. So moving to the sophomore album, Eyes Towards the Sun.
Yeah.
I feel like you were going into a little bit of a neo soul direction on that one. Was that intentional?
It was, because all right, so For the Soul was more so me having to prove myself. Eyes Towards the Sun was, all right, fuck it, I don't want to prove myself. I want to make what I like. To where one of my favorite genres are like jazz, R&B, neo soul. I listen to rap, but I listen to those genres way more. So I'm like, I want to incorporate that in my music rather than just having to prove somebody to someone I'm a rapper. I can just prove to them that I'm an artist, and I can be very well rounded.
Yeah, and you excel at both. Are you harsh on yourself?
I'm not harsh as much anymore. I used to be very like I used to be on myself about, how does this come across with the rapping, or is this something a rapper was saying? It's kind of like, bro, you're a rapper, just say it. Or like with singing, I used to be very worried, like, oh my God, I might hit this wrong note. But honestly, fuck it, I'm out there having fun.
There you go.
Good music is being made, and if I do fuck up along the way, it's a part of the journey.
Your latest album came out like a week ago.
Oh yeah.
Something came to me. I've been bumping it all week.
Oh, appreciate
Fantastic
that.
Album. How do you feel about the reception thus far? I feel like it's been pretty dope.
It made a motherfucker want to cry, to be honest, because it's
beautiful.
like I didn't overthink this album as much as I did the previous ones.
Okay.
And that had me worried because I'm like, oh my god, did I put that much attention to it? Should I be overthinking it a little bit more? But not doing that and just releasing what I created over like a 10-11 month span.
Right.
I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna give it to the world and see how it does. And gratefully, it was well received. Like people are reaching out to me like, yo, I just want to let you know, Miss Me is my favorite song and it's pushing me to go do what I'm doing and these dreams. And so I'm like, all right, I appreciate that.
Yeah, it's incredible. You did a really, really great job with that. I love that album.
Thank you, man.
Compared to your first album back 2019, right?
Yeah.
How do you feel like your approach has changed to making music?
I don't overthink it as much because I realize it's a feeling. I went to go see Erykah Badu early this year.
Oh damn!
And I got into the meet and greet, and somebody else asked a question. And while they asking questions, I'm just taking what I need and leaving what I don't. So the question that they asked her was like, "How do you feel while creating?" And she said, "It's one of the easiest things that come to me." And I feel like if it's that easy, that's what you should be going towards. So I'm like, all right, I probably shouldn't be overthinking it that much then, because the shit does come to me. The words kind of just write themselves on the paper. It's like, but I just overthink it because how it would be perceived. Or is this good enough, And I'm like, nah, it comes easy. Right. I should allow it to and don't stress it.
Yeah. Do you feel that way with like your bars too? I remember hearing somewhere in an interview you were like, oh yeah, I'm thinking about like these internal rhyme schemes and stuff. Are you a little bit like looser on it now?
No, not at all. You study MF Doom, you study Andre, you study M, you study Lil Wayne, you study all these artists. They bar heavy. That's what I appreciate in rap.
Yeah,
finding those Easter eggs. When a bar doesn't hit to you yet, and then you catch it like 2 years later, you're like, oh,
yep, the Jay-Z effect,
bro.
Yeah,
you find something new every single time, and that's what I love. So I'm like, all right, I want to give that to somebody else. And see, if they don't catch it the first time, maybe the fifth listen, they'll be like, oh shit, she was talking about Dragon Ball Z, like shit like that, You gotta
let the music marinate sometimes.
Yeah, you do.
NBC has been like the track that's popped off. Congratulations.
Shout out to Curdy. Thank you, man. Yeah. That's the producer. Man, when I found that one, he sent me a pack. When I found that one, I was like, this is it.
I mean, you body that hook.
No, appreciate
It's been going off on TikTok, obviously, all over the place.
Oh, it's been getting love.
My personal favorite song, low-key, is Ego Death.
Yeah. Oh.
I love that song. Specifically, your first verse, you repeat, I thought I was my ego.
Yeah.
You repeat that over and over again. I feel like that like really like attaches to me. I'm curious if you're comfortable sharing, like what do you mean by that? Like, what does that track mean to you?
Really, if you replace ego with Soul Child, I thought I had to separate who Soul Child is as an artist and who Hanisha is, which is my real name, Hanisha as a person, to where I would give Soul Child these really good qualities of Hanisha, and I would leave Hanisha with like the depression and these feeling of questioning my self-worth or questioning like, yo, am I good enough? I would leave that with Hanisha, and I would give Soul, the gratitude. Oh, you're good on stage. Oh, you're doing an amazing job. Like, no, I thought I was my ego, and I realized, no, this is all one. And each side of you, whether you like it or not, is one. The more that the more you face it and the more you learn, is the more you'll heal with it.
I think you put a lot of yourself into your music. Yeah. You talk about your mental health. You talk about love, your family. As fans, we appreciate that, right? Like, I love having something that I'm like, I relate to her experience. On the flip side, how difficult is it for you to kind of like put yourself out there like that?
Now not as hard as it was before. A lot of my favorite artists are very vulnerable within their music. So if you listen to like Erykah Badu, Saba, like those are two that's prominent in my head right now. If you listen to them, they make very vulnerable art to where they let you know what they're dealing with right in that moment.
Yeah.
And what they give to me, that relatability, that feeling of comfort within their music, I want to give it to somebody else. So that's why I feel like it's important for me to put that in the music, and it's not as hard because I see my favorites doing,
You're kind of doing it for others because others have done it for you.
Yeah.
That's great.
So, pass that along.
Absolutely. You rep your hometown, Camden, New Jersey, heavy.
To the fullest.
In the music. How do you feel like growing up there shaped you as an artist?
To adapt. You have to learn how to adapt because, like, you never know what's really going on. Motherfuckers could be shooting a block away, and you got to learn to, let me go in the house. But then we back outside playing the next day. So just being able to adapt with our environment to where something happened on stage, and it's a little fucked up. All right, but nah, let me adapt to it. Oh, my mic, the feedback. Oh, let me adapt. That's all right. Let me keep going.
Okay. Back to the latest album. The instrumentals are fantastic.
Woo. Shout out Max He.
Max He.
Shout out Lester London. Shout out Wayne Campbell. Shout out Alex. Shout out who else is on that album? I think that's and Curdy. I said Curdy.
Yeah.
But bro, my producers, my heart, because I feel like producers lay that foundation for me to then carry my paint, on. And without the producers, you can't do shit.
So it seems like you have a pretty close relationship with the producers.
Hell yeah.
What's it like working with them? Like, how close is it when you're making the music? Are you like in the room making the beat?
The only one that I was in the room while it was being made was Choice, which is track 2. I make sure I like to work with people I can reach out to and talk to let them know, like, yo, I think I have this idea that I want to put over this beat, or I have this feeling, and they can call me right back. I could sit on the phone with them. I just sat on the phone with Max and Curdy for like 30 minutes, like within this week. But just to be able to meet them as human rather than just, having their art.
Right.
But I like to establish that relationship with my producers or anybody that I'm working with. I like to have that,
Yeah. It comes across in the music, also in your personality. I think you seem to be a very open.
Oh yeah, very. Person. I love. I grew up in a very loving household. It was kind of like we loved the way that we knew how to love. So me protecting you, me providing for you, that was me showing my love. So when I'm around, they might call me mom sometimes because I take on a mothering role. But when you around me, it should be family because that's who I want close to me. And if you don't want that, it's cool. I'm gonna just keep going this way.
Right.
So yeah, that's about it.
Energy comes across heavy. It's beautiful.
Oh, that's love.
What were you hoping to accomplish with this album? What were you trying to get across to the listener?
Like, this is the music that I like.
Right.
Like, really, that's a good question because I haven't thought about that. It was really just me just not caring about what, those opinions that come with, putting your art on display. It was me saying, I'm going to do whatever the fuck I want to do, because there was people that tried to set rules for me, that tried to say, yo, you can't create outside this box. You probably going to stop right there. And it's kind of like, nah, I'm going to keep on going. I'm actually going to reach outside that box, and I'm going to do whatever I want. And to any artist out here that's listening, go do whatever the hell you want, bro.
That's real. Yeah. Curious about the album art. Who was the artist? What was the inspiration?
Man, I don't remember. I don't know her actual name. I just know her username.
Right.
And it's a bunch of letters like UKI something.
Okay.
But unknown. It spells out unknown, but it's some letters missing.
All right.
Bro, I sent her a picture that I took like months ago, and she created just some beautiful ass shit to it. And I'm very big on cover art because people judge books by its cover. So I'm gonna give you my music, and I'm gonna package it up very nice, Yeah.
I mean, the cover art intrigued me. You know what I mean?
I'm happy dope. You said that.
It's dope. It's really interesting. Let's get the IG handle or whatever, because I'll throw it.
Oh hell yeah, please! Too. It's gonna be like right here.
Yeah, absolutely. This is it. Easy to make comparisons to folks like Lauryn Hill, Andre 3000, Little Sims, Doja Cat, even, I would say.
Yeah.
Who are your musical inspirations?
Oh, well, Andre, Erykah Badu, Lauryn Hill. Oh, all my women, Rhapsody, Nicki Minaj, No Name. Who else, bro?
How'd you feel about that No Name album?
Man, Sundial. I went to her concert.
Oh, you went to that?
Yes, I met her. I didn't meet her as Soul Child. I met her as Hanisha. Okay. It was kind of like a fan meeting. I'm meeting one of my favorite artists.
Right.
I met her whole band. They were cool as hell. She signed my brother vinyl.
Oh, that's dope.
Like, bro, it was nice as hell. I love No Name. I love all my women rappers out there.
Facts.
Keep doing your thing, shawty.
What have you been listening to lately? The Sundial album?
I listened to the Sundial album. What else have I been listening to? God damn, you're going to make me pull out my Spotify.
I want you to.
Yeah, okay, cool. I want to run this down. I've been listening to Bootsy Collins. I know that.
Oh, there you go.
Some shit that I haven't been listening to that's music is Finding Me, Viola Davis audiobook. Okay. I listened to Noor, Asteroid by Rhapsody, the newest single that she just released. Bro, fucking crazy. What else I recently played?
That Hit Boy beat, right?
Yes.
That was crazy.
They went crazy. I was listening to Samino, Ready to Die.
Classic.
That's on my Mick Jenkins is on here. Kendrick is on here, of course. Missy Elliott. I've been listening to Queen Latifah, Bahamadia, MC Light. A lot of my women artists in here.
There you go. What do you do when you're not creating music?
it's still in the creative aspect. I dance.
Yeah.
Yeah, I dance. I set out time to teach dance classes Tuesdays and Wednesdays.
Oh, there you go. In Camden.
Yeah, I make sure, like, I try to make sure all my creative endeavors are taken care of. Whether it's, I started doing like graphic design and making my own flyers. I dance. I produce. I just make sure everything kind of, you know, in this melting pot. I don't really do much outside of creating, bro.
Damn, you don't chill?
I like to go with my friends and shit.
Oh,
Chilling wise, I like to eat.
Oh,
if I'm going out, most of the time it's to like a restaurant. Like yesterday, I went out to Philly. We had K-pot and ice cream.
There you go.
Yeah.
What's a hot spot in Camden? If I'm in Camden, what am I have to eat?
Hot spot in Camden. What's my favorite spot in Camden? Oh, I like tacos. Located in East Camden, it's a taco spot. They have the wildest shrimp burrito. Oh, I just don't remember. Is it La Hacienda? What's that taco spot?
It's some Spanish.
Oh my God, bro! It's in East Camden.
We're gonna tag it right here.
Yeah, I'll send it to you. It's the most amazing tacos.
And last question for you: what's next for ChYld?
Bro, I'm gonna be very honest with you. I don't know. So I'm playing. You know, touring, getting the shows together. Some vinyls are gonna drop very soon. If something came to me. Working on the next project already, because you know we gotta keep on moving.
Right.
What else? Oh, and then getting a single ready after this.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, because we starting the year off good.
There we go.
So, yeah.
Well, I appreciate your time.
I appreciate you too, bro. Thank you.
For everybody out there, this is ChYld. Stream the new album. Stream the old album. Stream all the albums.
Oh, yeah, stream everything, bro.
This is Frequency Studios, and that's a wrap.